This I wanna nail sports to the bone. Top blogger, top YouTube channel. No matter which sports here, we got it covered. Subscribe and hit the notification bell.
What's up, my wonderful peeps? Sports to the bone in the house again, you know? Shout out to you all. Big up on yourself. Alright, so tomorrow, Friday, West Indies and Pakistan will start doing battling that second test down there at Sabina Park. And I just want to share my 11 with you guys. And going into this game, the momentum is on our side, right? After such a dramatic finish to the first test, one that we won, we should have the momentum on our side, and we should be aiming for nothing less than a victory. If it so happens that we don't win the game, then we should be able to settle for a draw. We don't want to lose the game because we are looking to move up into that ICC test rankings, and we are also looking for points where that World Test Championship is concerned. So we are going in to win the game, right? And there are a couple of changes that I would make if I was in charge, if I were in charge of things there. Ideally, there are 3 changes that I would make. You understand? But I doubt 3 changes will be made to that winning team. You understand? And I will be opening the comments. Well, the comment section will be open for you guys to go ahead and to give me your opinion as regards to who you will be selecting. You understand? So when I select my 11, I don't want anybody come over here and cry and I say, why you say this, why you say that? Because the video is totally about my opinion as regards to the players that I would select. But the comment section is there for you guys to go ahead and share yours, right? Alright, so going straight into it. At the top, Captain Craig Brathwaite. You know, he fell short of a century, got 97 and ran himself out. He will be looking to come good in this last test here. You understand? He didn't do too well in the second innings of the first test, so I am assuming that he will be looking to go out there, get his head in and look to see if he can score big. Hopefully he will be able to get that century that, you know, eluded him in the first test. So Craig Brathwaite, our captain, without a shadow of a doubt, at the top of the order. Now, where his partner is concerned, it's basically 6 or 1.5 dozen of the other for me, as we would say in Jamaica. Right? Powell is not doing well at the top, and Shea Hope, as I said, same thing. We would have dropped Shea Hope because of the same reason. So if we are going to rotate out Powell to bring in back Shea Hope, it's not like we are bringing in somebody that would have been in form and was just injured and have to come back in, right? Shea Hope would have been given an opportunity over a good period of time now, and it hasn't really worked out for him in Test cricket. I before this series I was saying that, you know, they could give him a chance down the order, but Joshua Da Silva played very well, so he will keep his spot. So whether Shea Hope or Powell opens with Captain Craig Brathwaite, it's 6 or 1.5 dozen the other for me. It basically don't really matter to me. You understand? At this point, based on how both of them are actually playing in Test cricket, it doesn't really matter. So if they want to play Powell, they play him. If they want to play Shea Hope, they play him. For me, I don't have any out and out selection between those two. Anyone can play. Alright. At number 3, I am going to give Shamar Brooks a chance, right? So we're gonna rest are we gonna rotate out Nkrumah Banner. I know that persons will feel like, you know, since he got injured and come back in, he hasn't gotten a lot of innings to really prove himself. But I have to still bear in mind that century that Shamar Brooks got, that 134 that he got in that best versus best game. So I think that we might need to give him a look in. You understand? I know that Nkrumah Banner got a half century in that best versus best game. And in the second innings, well, in the first innings of the first test there, you know, a lot of people go and say, boy, based on how he got out and umpire's call, he was a bit unlucky. Second innings, you know, he went for the expansive drive, trying to drive through the cover. The ball hit the inside edge of the bat and cannon into the stump, you know, getting him out bowled. So he was unlucky on both occasions. So people might make a talk for him to say, all right, let him stay. But I personally would go with Shamar Brooks here, right? I would definitely give Shamar Brooks a chance, especially seeing that it is the same ground that he would have scored at 134. So I would give him a chance, guys. All right. So next I would have Raston Chase, right? And based on how this middle order is situated, I guess anyone can bat before the other. So whether Rastan Chase one bat before Brooks, Brooks before Rastan Chase, right? But I bringing in Brooks to replace Banner. So next I would have Rastan Chase, and he was very vital to us winning that first test there. You know, it didn't clock a half century or a century, didn't take a whole bag of wickets or anything, but the way how he batted, you know, just staying at the crease, soaking up deliveries while the other players scored, you know, it really contributed to us winning that game. So Rastan Chase is definitely there for me. I am hoping that he will be able to get a start and convert it. You know, start getting these 20s and 30s into 50s and 60s, and these 50s and 60s into centuries. You understand? Because the ability is there. He's technically good. You know, we have seen that on several occasions he would have sort of fold on a good short pitch bowling, but generally speaking, he's very good technically. So Rastan Chase is there for me, and Jermaine Blackwood is next. Boy, viewers, I heard something today on the sports news, and I'm gonna have to share it with you. But just hold on. Jermaine Blackwood, he will be coming in, got a half century in the first game, you know, and we'll be looking to continue from where we left off. Didn't get much in the first innings. Second innings went out there, buckled down and got a half century. He was basically living dangerously, yes, but he got an half century. You know, I don't remember which one of the comment who would have commented this under the last post that I was talking about Jermaine Blackwood being attacking. And the person would have raised the point that every team have their attacking player. They looked at England, say Ben Stokes. They look at India, and I think they brought up the wicket keeper there. You know, they looked at Australia, and they were talking about the fact that every team have a man which part them can depend on. But the difference is that all of these players, if you look at their conversion rate might be a little better than Jermaine Blackwood's own. So we need him to buckle down a little bit more. Right? So what I wanted to share with you guys is that I was actually listening to the sports news earlier today, and I heard Jermaine Blackwood giving an interview, and he was saying that, you know, he's working very hard, working on his game, and himself and the coach have been working in the nets, and the coach, you know, told him that he believes that he can get a double century, and he believes in him that he will get a double century. You understand? And I smile at this because of two reasons, right? Jermaine Blackwood, if he bats for very long and stays out there, then it's a possibility based on how fast he scores. But I don't know if his temperament is going to allow him to bat that long. Right? And then we still have to look at somebody like a Kyle Myers and notice that he would have gotten a double century against Bangladesh, even though he would have given up a couple of opportunities. So you can't even say never. You understand? They say never say never. But for right now, I would do with him making some centuries, and then I will take the double century. So bring on some centuries, and then I will take the double centuries, Mr. Jermaine Blackwood. So we could see how that go. Alright, the next persons we have is Kyle Myers. Well, the next person that we have is Kyle Myers. And he has been doing well with the ball, but batting wise, my viewers and subscribers, it's been horrible. Horrible since that score that he got over there in Bangladesh. It has been very terrible for him. You understand? And you cannot be batting at number 4, 5 or 6 and can't make any runs. And the problem with dropping Kyle Myers now is who do we play for him? Right? Because it's not like we have a lot of batsmen waiting in the squad or waiting in the wings. So that might prove to be an issue. You know, so Kyle Myers are going to work with him. You know, give him this series here. Going to work with him still. And next we would have Jason Holder. That is what, about 7. Jason Holder got a half century the other day, 58. Think it was, looked really good, got out to a good delivery, you know. So I think he will be looking to replicate that sort of performance or even better it. So Jason Holder there at 7, right? Earlier this week the ICC released some information. Jason Holder would have moved up to number 9 in the bowling rankings, and he would have moved up about 2 or 3 slots in the batting to about 43, I think it is. So he's definitely going to want to do some more work where the batting is concerned. Alright, the next player that we would have is Joshua Da Silva. Right? And at the beginning of the series, you would remember me saying that based on his form, I would have given Shea Hope a chance at the number 5-6 slot and you know, give Joshua Da Silva a rest. But based on the game that he had, you don't just drop a wicket keeper because you want to bring in a man that is supposed to be an opening batsman, right? So Shea Hope is supposed to be an opening batsman. So if Joshua Da Silva gave us such a good innings, you don't just drop him in order to bring in an opening batsman that can keep. Alright, that is he's a good keeper also. But he had a couple of good catches in the game. You know, his take off the deliveries, you know, that was good also. He was good down the leg side. He moved across very well to the half side, took some catches and things. So, you know, I don't remember if it was Kemar Roach that he took a catch off. You know, that one that he fed, that the batsman fed that, and he had to reach all the way out with one hand and you know, was able to take it. Plus he batted well in the second innings. You know, when he got out, we were a bit worried, but he played a very instrumental role in us winning that game also, because he batted for a good period of time with, I think it was with Kemar Roach. So yeah man, Joshua Da Silva retains his place. And I am going to be bringing in Alzari Joseph. Yeah man, Joseph, I will bring him in place of Jamar Warrican. Right? As I would have said on one of the lives, I understand why they would have selected him at the beginning before the game. But when he went out on the pitch, it just showed that it was a total mistake. Right? So Joshua Da Silva, I will be bringing him on to bring some firepower to the bowling attack, and he will do some work with the bat for us, you know, because Warrican didn't really do anything much. And based on what is happening on the pitch, you know, I think Joseph would be a good call to come in for Warrican. So that would be 9. And number 10 we have Kemar Roach as per usual, our pace bowler that is definitely willing to do some work with the bat for us. So Kemar Roach. And at number 11 we have the young sensation Jaden Seals. So those are the 11 players that I would select, my viewers and subscribers. And as per usual, as I said, the comment section is open for you guys to go and let me know who are the 11 players that you would select. But based on what I am thinking, those are the 11 players that I would select to really go out there and take on Pakistan in this second and final test of the series. So just let me know what you think, guys. Sports to the bone. I'm out. Big up on yourself.